Okay, Mia.
Enough's enough.
Yeah.
Can you imagine one of your friends or family members getting in a car wreck because they were texting and driving? I'll think of one person in your life that means a lot to you. Keep that person in mind while I present my speech so you can imagine how much it would affect you if it ever actually happened. I feel I'm qualified to talk about this subject because I've done my research about this topic. I've also personally experienced the effects of texting and driving. The purpose of my speech is to persuade everyone that hears this speech to not text while driving a vehicle. During my speech, I'm going to speak about the dangers of texting and driving, how to prevent it, and the survival rate. The dangers of texting and driving can cause serious accidents. Using a cell phone while operating a vehicle is a huge distraction, resulting in a wreck. According to FCC.gov, 40% of all teens say they have been in a car when the driver has used a cell phone. Texting while driving can be prevented in many different ways. According to StopTextStopWrecks.org, if your cell phone is out of sight, it is out of mind. If you cannot see or hear your phone, you're not tempted to use it while driving. Here are some tips to help prevent texting and driving. Number 1, you silence your phone while you drive. 2, designate a person to text for you. And 3, there's also an app for phones that helps stop texting and driving. CarInsuranceComparison.com states that there are 24,000 injuries per year and 995 deaths caused by texting and driving. If you text and drive, you are 8 times more likely to crash. Even if you think you're great at texting, anything could happen. When you look away from the road at all, someone or something can come out in front of you and you'll hurt yourself or others. Other people that are texting and driving won't be paying attention and can come into your lane or swerve and affect your driving. They could be looking down at their phone and suddenly run off the road. By then, it's too late. The purpose of my speech today was to convince the importance of not texting and driving. Hopefully now I gave you enough information to know about the dangers and distractions of texting and driving. Again, I feel I am qualified to persuade you to not text and drive because I've done my research and learned a lot about this topic. Also because I personally know the effects and dangers of texting and driving. I mentioned earlier in my speech to think of someone special to keep in mind. With the information I gave you, could you imagine if that person was to get in a bad car accident because they were texting and driving? Now I hope I made you think twice about getting your phone out while driving and end up taking somebody's life or maybe even your own.